welcome back to my channel. My name's Ariel. We are exploring water conservation today. Just a few tips to get you thinking about things you can do to stop wasting water. Water is a huge finite resource. Yes, it seems like the world is 70% water, but drinkable water is finite. Usable water is finite. And unfortunately, a big problem in today's world, our corporations are leaching chemicals into our waterways and making good, clean, drinkable water into undrinkable water. And it's just a very sad thing. Very sad. And I hope that you guys can get a hold of your local people and make sure your local officials and make sure that that's not happening in your area. I don't think it's happening in mine, but we did almost have a water bottling plant come into our area. We all voted it out. We didn't want it. They still tried to come in and try to overpass our rule, and so far my town has won and we have not had a water bottling plant come in yet. So voting is key for saving water, saving drinkable water. Vote. Get your voice out there. That's the first thing you can do to save drinkable water and usable water and help the environment. Vote. That's all you need to do. And get a hold of your officials. I guess 2 things you need to do. Anyways, that's my first little information. Some key pieces of information about conserving water, some facts about conserving water would be 1 in 10 people don't have clean water to drink. That's a lot of people. 1 in 10. You count 10 people that you know 10 people, that means that you know at least 1 person who does not have clean water to drink. You probably know at least 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to 100 people, which means you know at least 10 people that don't have clean water to drink. I do. I know off the top of my head, I have a friend whose mother has water that has too much calcium in it, and therefore she cannot drink it, and she has to get water bottling, those refill water bottles, brought to her house. And that's in an area where a lot of people have plenty of fresh water to drink, and yet she doesn't. Every 90 seconds, a child dies from dehydration. That's insane. You guys, that's not just in Africa. That's not just in India. That's in America. We're talking first world countries. Kids are still dying of dehydration. Yes, it's more prevalent in the third world countries, but we still have kids dying of dehydration in America. At any given time, half the world's hospital beds are taken up by waterborne diseases. That's insane. That is insane to me. Half the beds. I worked in the hospital. I was not privy to every single person's information there, but that means that a good percentage of people that were at my little dinky dink hospital that holds like 200 people has a couple of waterborne diseases going on. That's insane to me. That in this day and age we still have that kind of problem. Half the beds in the hospital. This one gets me. I talked a little bit about microplastic in my last video. Well, it's a topic that just really is not, there's going to be one video for it, but there's going to be a lot of conversations about it because micropollution and microplastic, which is micropollution, is just huge. It's huge. Here's a good fact about it. The U.S. has the highest levels of micropollutants in water. 94% of tap waters contain plastic. 6% of our tap waters did not contain plastic. Y'all, I know I'm not part of the 6% that does not have plastic in their water. I'm not that lucky. You're not that lucky. We're not that lucky. You know who is that lucky? People who can afford to have their water filtered. 94%. That's insane. Microplastic, you're drinking plastic every time you take a drink out of your tap. That's disgusting. There's nothing else to say about that other than gross. Gross. I can't imagine why I don't have stomach aches. My last fact, each person needs about 2 to 4 gallons of water per day for drinking, washing, and cooking. I don't know if that was a US based fact. That's just a fact that I found. I couldn't find any more information about it. Some of these were just facts that it was just the fact. So that's a lot. I know I drink about a gallon of water a day, plus I cook with water every day. I don't shower every day, but still, I'm probably using at least 2 gallons of water every day just to drink and cook with. And add into my weekly washing my clothes and my two weekly showers, and yeah, you start adding it in there and it starts adding up. All right, what can you do to conserve water? First things first, recycle. Yeah. And buy recycled. So not only recycled, but you need to buy recycled products. So you need to create a demand for recycled products by buying those things, but you also need to help get those demands back by putting the recycled products back in. So recycling 1 ton of paper saves 7,000 gallons of water. That's insane. That's insane. And I mean, it's not just saving water, it's saving trees, it's saving water, it's saving oxygen, it's saving CO2, it's saving a lot of things. So, recycle, buy recycled. Shop secondhand. This is important for sustainable living in the first place because you're not creating a demand for more products. You're creating a demand for used products, yes, but not everybody in the world is going to use used products. So the more that we create a personal demand for used products, the less that there will be a demand for new products, and the more that there will be a demand for used or recycled products. Makes sense, yes. Anyways, it takes average of 7,000 liters or around 2,000 gallons of water to produce 1 pair of jeans. Just one. Buy your jeans secondhand. Buy them secondhand. If you only buy one thing, if you're like, I can't shop secondhand, buy your jeans secondhand. They're the most water and labor needy item that I have come across. Nothing takes as much as jeans do. So go to Goodwill. You can always find, they have a whole rack of jeans there. Go to Salvation Army. It's only $4.25 for a thing of jeans here in my town at the Salvation Army. Go to a tiny thrift store. My favorite thrift store is a thrift store called Hope Thrift, which is connected to a women's shelter and a homeless shelter, and all the proceeds go to the shelters, and I love shopping there. I have found so many neat items there. They always have the coolest stuff. But I also have found several pairs of pants from them they do $5 for a grocery bag of clothes, and normally I don't buy that much, so normally I get like $1 for a pair of jeans or something like that. Something real cheap. So find those teeny little thrift stores and check out the bigger thrift stores too, but look at those teeny little thrift stores because I have always found the gems for the cheapest there. Take shorter or less showers, and when you do shower, plug the tub so you can see how much water you're wasting. Plugging the tub has been a really eye-opening experience for me because it's less than a bath. I never fill the tub and it's almost like a game. Like, can I get out before I fill the tub? Like, can I get everything done before I fill the tub? Or can I turn the water off so the tub doesn't fill more? Can I just use the water in the tub to shave? Like, there's several things that you can do when you plug the tub to make sure that you're not using too much water. But one of those things is I do use that water to rinse my blades so that I can shave just using that water and turn the water off. An American taking a 5-minute shower uses more water than an average person in a developing country. You're like, oh, I'm not using that much water. It's just 5 minutes. You're using more water than another human in a developing country uses their entire day. Like for drinking, for eating, for cleaning. An entire day is in 5 minutes. You've just killed an entire day's worth of water in 5 minutes. Just learn to take less showers or do a PTA. I love this. I'm not gonna use the vernacular to describe it, but it's your lady parts, your underneath your chesticles, your armpits, and your behind. And you just take a wet washcloth and clean up from tip to top, and it's a nice refresher. They do that a lot in old folks' homes or to help them cut down on smells and only needing baths a couple times a week for those that are not able to shower themselves every day. And it's a great way to cut down on showers. I know it sounds a little gross, but if you start at your armpits and work your way down and back, you're not going to get anything gross on you. And it really does cut down on the amount of water you're using. Fix leaky pipes. 3,000 gallons of water is wasted per year if a leaky faucet drops 1 drop per second. That's insane. 1 drop per second. That's just drip, 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 drip. That's it. 3,000 gallons of water, and you're just throwing it right in the drinkable water. This is what you need to start thinking about, is drinkable water, because not all water is drinkable. Yes, you can use salt water to clean yourself with, but you're not going to be able to drink it. Drinkable water is what we're worried about. Drinkable water is what we're trying to conserve. Drinkable water is the goal here. Turn off the tap when the water is just running. So if you're washing your dishes, if you're brushing your teeth, if you're washing your hands, if you're, whatever you do, the faucets, you're just like, the faucet's just running and it's not doing anything. It's just, water's just coming out of the faucet. You don't have your hands in there. You don't have a toothbrush in there. You don't have anything in the way of the faucet flow. It is just running. Turn it off. Just keep turning it off. It's going to get annoying. You're like, I have turned this sink off 10 million times. But guess what? Turning off the tap can save 8 gallons of water per day. 8 gallons. That's more than you drink per day. Like, just turning off the tap. This annoying little habit will save you 8 gallons of drinkable water per day. You will save someone in a developing country. You will save someone. Use your dishwasher. I know this sounds weird, but newer dishwashers use less than 5 gallons of water per load, whereas running the dishes usually equals to about 6,000 gallons per year. Or rinsing your dishes can equate to about 6,000 gallons per year. So washing your dishes is even more than that. I couldn't find the actual facts on it. That was the only 2 facts I could find. But if rinsing your dishes is wasting 6,000 gallons, imagine how much running your dishes to clean them is wasting. And if you have a newer dishwasher, try to get into the habit of just running your dishwasher nightly and putting your dishes in there every night. Or if you don't have enough dishes to wash them nightly, then yes, rinse off your dishes so you don't have stuck on food on there. You save a little water that way. It's all about figuring out what's going to save you the most amount of water. These tips will also help you save money. Install low flow filters. I want to do this. I want to do this so bad. I want the micro filter. I want the low flow filters. I want filters, filters, filters. I'm going to be the Oprah of filters. Filters for every faucet in my house. I don't have any. I'm very sad. I want these filters, but they don't fit into my no-buy year. They're not a replacement for anything. They're not, I mean, they are helping me. They are saving me money, but they're not really a swap. So I don't know if they fit into my no-buy year. We'll see how I feel in 6 months. We'll see how I feel in 3 months. Maybe when I'm not at the beginning of the year, I'll feel better. Try meatless meals. I'm not saying go vegan. Nobody has to go vegan, which vegan is not the way to save the planet. Whole food, plant-based. Plant-based, not vegan. Try just a meatless Monday. Try a meatless night. It doesn't have to be Monday. Your night's off Tuesday, meatless Tuesday. Try 1 meatless meal a week. And this is the comment I keep getting. But Ariel, I hunt. That's so much better for the planet. Yes, but think of how much money you can save by just taking out 1 meal a week of your meat that you hunted. What is that? 1 meal a week. That's 52 extra meals a year that you will get out of your 52 extra meals a year you will get out of your hunted meat, which hunting is great. Hunting is a very economical and eco-friendly way to get meat. But whole foods, plant-based, vegan, vegetarian is actually better for the planet in the long run. And adding just 1 meal a week, just one. I'm not saying go vegan. I'm really not. I'm not going vegan. I'm not asking you to go vegan. I'm just saying throw in 1 meal a week. I'm up to almost 2 meals a week of eating meatless, and I love trying out new recipes that are vegan or vegetarian. Most of them are vegan in my house or plant-based because my husband is dairy-free. So, but I'm just saying, add 1 meal in a week. Save yourself 52 meat meals a year. And the fact I have for that is, it takes 1,799 or 1,800 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of beef. 1 pound. I use that in my spaghetti. 1 pound of beef. And it took 1,800 gallons of water to make my spaghetti. Probably more, because it takes water to make the noodles, and it takes water to make the tomatoes, not as much, but it took over 2,000 gallons of water to make my spaghetti. What? Okay. That's why you should try meatless. I'm sure wild game is less water than that. Beef is the most highest of meats to raise, but I have never seen facts on wild games, so I don't know the facts. It's still higher than it takes to produce beans and rice and lettuce and tomatoes to make a salad, a Mexican salad. So try out meatless Mondays. And my last one, reuse your cooking water, your unsalted cooking water. It drives me nuts when people are like, reuse your pasta water. It's got salt in it. What am I supposed to do with it? You can't dump that in your plants. It's going to salt your plants. It's going to kill things. I don't want to salt my plants. What I do, however, is when I don't salt my pasta water or I don't salt my potatoes, which happens all the time because I am a space cadet, I take that water, I let it cool, and I water my flowers. Yeah. I know you can use those waters for cooking as well. I don't know. I have never tried it, but I know you can use like pasta water to thicken your pasta sauce or whatever. I have never tried it. So, if you have tried it and you have some more ideas on reusing your sauce or your waters, let me know. Comment down below. Who wants to say hello to Serious Kiki? He's a serious Kiki. Look at him. Look at him saying hi. I didn't notice him until after I was recording the last video, but he was in the last video. This is my serious boy. He's my favorite Kiki and my favorite animal because he leaves me alone. All my other animals think I'm the coolest person ever and that they need to hang out with me, and I'd just rather be left alone for the most part. He leaves me alone. He gets it. Alright, well that's all I have for this week. Conserve, conserve, conserve. Think about what you're doing. Think about your water usage. Save yourself some money. Save yourself some energy. Save yourself some hassle. Save yourself some future problems, because eventually we're going to run out of drinkable water and there's going to be a water war. Not like on Waterworld with Kevin Costner. Was that his name? I don't know. But anyways, if we keep poisoning our water and we keep not conserving our water and we don't think about the waste that's happening with our drinkable water, eventually we're going to have problems and we're going to have to fight over water, and I don't ever want to see that happen. So low wasters, let's get on this. Let's conserve water this week. Let's conserve water every week, but let's really think about it this week. Let's look into what we're wasting our water on. If you have any other ideas for water conservation, drop them down below. Don't forget to join my Facebook group, Journey to Low Waste and Sustainability, and follow me on Instagram, eco_Ariel. And just remember to be kind to yourself. We'll see you next time.